President Biden's son Hunter is on trial on federal gun charges in his home state of Delaware. 12 jurors were sworn in Monday at the courthouse, which is walking distance from his father's campaign headquarters. Opening statements will begin Tuesday. It's the first trial ever for a child of a sitting American president. Prosecutors accuse Hunter Biden of lying about his drug use when he bought a gun in 2018. If convicted, Biden could face up to 25 years in prison and $750,000 in fines. Though Hunter Biden has written extensively about his drug addiction, he has pleaded not guilty to the charges. He is also facing a federal tax charge in California and has pleaded not guilty to that as well. CBS News reporter Erica Brown is following the trial and joins us now from Wilmington. Erica, walk us through basically what happened here on this first day in the courtroom on Monday.
Good evening, John. Well, proceedings got underway here just under 9 a.m. Hunter Biden filing in with his attorneys, and in a show of support, his family sitting directly behind him, including First Lady Dr. Jill Biden, his sister Ashley Biden, his wife Melissa Cohen Biden, and also a close friend of his, Kevin Morris. And throughout the day, the First Family and Hunter Biden was largely non-reactive as dozens of jurors were questioned about their views on his case, particularly about their views on politics, the Department of Justice, and whether or not they felt that investigations had been influenced by politics, and also their views on addiction, whether they themselves or people close to them had struggles, personal struggles with drug abuse and alcohol. Hunter Biden was attentive, taking notes frequently, speaking to his attorneys frequently, and ultimately, as you mentioned, 12 jurors were seated and 4 alternates were also seated. Of that main jury pool of 12, that includes 6 men and 6 women.
Erica, you mentioned the family members who were there. Have we heard from the president himself, President Biden?
We have heard from President Biden today, and President Biden has been careful not to comment on the specifics of this case. And in a statement today, he also said that he won't comment on a pending federal case, but he has, as a dad, boundless love for his son and, quote, confidence in him and respect for his strength. He says that he and Dr. Jill Biden will continue to support his son and continue to be there for him through this process.
And finally, what's the next stage in this? What are some of the key witnesses we're expected to hear from in the trial? And also, obviously, this is about a very personal moment in Hunter Biden's life when he was in the throes of addiction. What are we expected to hear in terms of the personal crucible he was going through while this was happening?
Right. So the next steps are going to be opening statements. And then right after that, the prosecution is going to get into their witness list, which right now includes at least 9 witnesses, potentially more than that. And we expect to hear from women who Hunter Biden, who was romantically linked with. That includes his ex-wife, Kathleen, and also Haley Biden, who was a widow of the late Bo Biden. And we expect prosecutors to ask them about their firsthand accounts of Hunter Biden's drug use. In their pretrial filings, prosecutors outlined what they said these witnesses could disclose how they found drugs and drug paraphernalia in Hunter Biden's belongings, how they were concerned for him. They will also include evidence that includes text messages, photos, videos, and potentially most critical, Hunter Biden's own words. So in his memoir, he details some of his struggles with addiction leading up to and during the period the prosecutors allege he illegally purchased that firearm.
Erica Brown in Wilmington, Delaware. Thank you so much, Erica.